Hello and welcome back to our Planet Coaster 2 series where we are building a theme park that has a roller coaster with 100 inversions. So this is episode 7, so by the end of this episode our roller coaster will have 7 inversions. The same as Dragon Khan in Port Ventura. So you've just seen me there adding in a couple of different outlets. So we've added in the vegan, the Viva La Vegan I should say. And we've also added in the Pip Shop juice shop as well. In the last episode, we were having guests complaining about our food services having that thing in them. So yeah, some vegan options there for our guests going in. And I'm just sorting out the staff schedules as well, and noticing that for some reason, again, we have hired another ride operator. So let's get rid of them, so that Elmer can take the helm of the roller coaster moving forwards. And if you are here just for the POV of the roller coaster, there is a timestamp for that as well on the scroll bar at the bottom of the page, so feel free to whiz through to the POV. Let's sort that out. So Elmer's on that coaster for the entire day operating, and then once we've done that, we're going to dive straight into adding our 7th inversion. So here we go, you're watching this times 4 speed, so that should just give you a little bit of a reference of how long this actually took me to get right. I wasn't quite sure of how I wanted this inversion to look or where I wanted it to go, but I knew I wanted to add a corkscrew towards the back end of the layout. So just taking out that air hill and going to rebuild it, just flattening that coaster down to the train a little bit, overbanking now to the right hand side, and then you'll see in just a couple of moments we start to add in our corkscrew. So you may notice on this episode that we don't actually have the background noise of the game that we normally would do. For some reasons my settings have changed on the console, and you could hear full-blown conversation we were having with our grandparents. So yeah, thought I'd take that out. Just going to extend the brake run here. Hopefully at some point further down the line, obviously we're going to have a huge roller coaster with 100 inversions, so we're going to need to add some more trains to make sure that the throughput for the guests is fit for purpose as well. So straight out that corkscrew into a slightly upwards helix, round to the left and back into the brake run, and then a quick smooth of the track as well. Let's get it testing. Whack that up to full speed, get the trains round. They look like they're running very well. The block sections are still working correctly, so all 3 trains there are going around the track very well. And we're open again, so all we need to do now is wait for some guests to get on, and we'll jump on the ride for an on-ride POV. So yeah, the duration of the roller coaster now is 1.5 minutes, and somewhere on the coaster there is a maximum vertical G-force of 5.89. So yeah, we'll have to look into that to make that a little bit smoother and less intense for our guests. But it appears that they're piling on anyway, so that's fine. They're still happy with our coaster now that it has 7 inversions. So we'll wait for them to get up to the top of the entrance walkway of the queue line, and then we'll jump on board as well. And I think over the next couple of episodes, I may start to add in a little bit more theming as well. So if you have any suggestions of maybe how you think this ride should be themed, pop it in the comment section below. But yeah, here we go, guys. I'll leave you to it. On ride POV time. And there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed the POV of our roller coaster. There it is in its full glory. So quick look at the park. It's looking pretty good. Definitely do some theming on those outlets at some point. They look very very barren with the grey kind of concrete on the outside. The guest is still complaining about litter and not having a toilet. We will have a toilet in at some point, I promise. But yeah, let's have a quick look at how the park's looking, because that's a lot of guests complaining about litter when I can't seem to see that much litter around the park at the moment. Unless it's on the loop that goes right around the coaster. There's a bit there. Yeah, here's our new Viva La Vegan shop. I love the oh, they look yummy. They look a bit like the old Greg's sausage rolls. I do love the fact that the game has put all of these kind of additional bits of detail into the back of their shops as well. They look like juice cartons. Is it Pip Shop Gloopfeilloin? Gloopfeilloin. If anybody wants to translate that down to me in the comments below, please do. Heading over to Chief Beef, where they sell that stuff. Yeah, Baron. They need to. I've used the word Baron twice. And the Latte Love Shop as well, where the parents can go to get their coffee when they've driven to our park for 2 hours and realise that there's no rides or coasters within the tolerance of their little children. But yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed episode 7, and I will see you soon for episode 8. Bye.